spent some time with my cigar brother here,
Yes, sir.
and we had a pretty good weekend. It was a fun weekend. We had some adventures that we went on, and one of those adventures that we went on, we got to tour some grapes,
Yeah.
the process of grapes,
Yeah.
meaning wine, and we got to learn some cool things, man. And kind of got to the idea of, you know what, might become more of some wine guys. Like we were on the path early on, talking about over a decade ago, of
Yeah.
exploring wines and walking down the line and trying to figure out where do we fit in with what we like with wines. Kind of had a little departure for a few years, but about 10 years ago, we were heavy on a trail as far as finding out how we
Yeah.
enjoy wine, what kind of wines are there to enjoy, the different types of wines, and how are we pairing those with cigars.
Dare
So,
I say we went harder on wine than
hard.
liquor for a period of time.
Yes, absolutely.
And
Matter of
then
fact,
we flip-flopped
I would say
randomly.
this: like when I'm saying I'm coming back home, my first home when it came to smoking my cigars, I
Mhm.
would always have a glass of wine with my cigar before I jumped into pairing my cigars with liquor. It was always pairing with a wine, Sauvignon Blanc to be specific. I kind of got not necessarily shamed out of pairing it with Sauvignon Blanc, but I would always get a look every now and then when I asked for some Sauvignon Blanc at the cigar lounge or whatever. Like, oh, you want some
Yeah.
Sauvignon Blanc? All the other dudes over here smoking. I mean, yeah, smoking their cigars with some whiskey or something.
Some
You know what I
bourbon or
mean?
something. Yeah.
And then the waitress comes, she brings me the my nice little wine glass. And I'm sitting there, sipping my
Yeah.
wine, smoking my cigar. So that's honestly my real home when it comes to how I used to enjoy my cigars. It was always a glass of Sauvignon Blanc with my stick. Rocky Patel Edge, by the way.
Yeah. The
So
light went
that was
on.
the vibe. Yeah. So talk to me about it, man. How'd you feel? How'd you feel kind of coming back to that area of, what I'm saying, learn about wine and kind of bringing it back to the beginnings.
See, it felt good because we came not just because we went full circle, but it was a lot of game I didn't have during that
Mhm.
time frame. We were just kind of winging it and trying stuff, and we was not really getting the most out of our experience that back then that we could have
Right.
been getting. But I learned that through this sister that was kind of giving us a little game as we were going through it with her.
Oh, she gave us game for
And
real.
yeah, and we picked up on all of that game and we got to implement it. And you got to see the difference between the way we were doing it versus the way it's intended to be done. And it was like, oh, it just got my antennas up, man. And it came full circle because it connects to what we do today.
Yeah,
Like, so
it
our
does.
palates have become developed through these cigars and actually making an attempt to focus in on what we're picking up on. So we weren't doing that with the wine back then, nor were we doing that with our cigars in the beginning. It was just whatever it came as, we just took it
Yeah.
for what it was and the overall enjoyment of the experience. Now we can get a whole nother level of enjoyment out of it. And as she was doing this and I'm doing it with the wine, and I'm like, okay, I feel like I got a little leg up on the game now because I kind of do this with cigars. Now I
Yeah.
can just bring both. I felt like I could merge these two worlds, and I forgot how good it is to get a nice wine buzz too, man. A wine drunk is different from liquor drunk.
Nice little buzz. Nice little buzz. Nice little buzz.
Yeah. Yeah. It's much more manageable, enjoyable.
Hmm.
Next day, not as overbearing is what you get when you're
Yeah.
dealing with liquor.
Yeah. It's a lot more forgiving. And I can see why, what I'm saying, those people in the wine company, they I mean the wine
Connoisseurs.
community, connoisseurs,
Community.
the community
Yeah.
of people who would like to enjoy wine. I can see why.
Mhm.
Whether it's you like to get your box of wine in, or what I'm saying, you got your glass and you're going down a whole bottle of wine. I can see why they do it. You know what I'm saying? It's especially when you find
Twist,
your
cap, cork, all the
all of
same.
that. We learn this
I
all the
thought I
time.
thought I thought in the past you was, going a little lesser if you didn't have a cork.
Hmm.
Apparently there's no difference between that, a box, and a twist off cap,
Yeah,
other than
yeah,
y'all fall for it.
right. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like with the bands and the brands, they try to tell y'all what's better than actually trusting your palate? Trust your palate. The way she explained to us was, how do you know a good wine from a bad wine? You taste it, you drink it, you prep it
Yeah.
right, get your tasting notes, you smell it, and that's how you know whether it's twist or
Yeah.
cork or box. It don't matter. So it was cool to see, man. It was cool to see. Like that brought me back to that Genesis. Like, man, I should never stop with my Savions. I'm back. I'm back on the. I'm in the game. I'm back. I'm
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. Learning your regions. Same game
Mm-hmm.
as what we do over here. We have our
Yeah.
regions we prefer when it comes to tobacco. It's the same thing with these grapes.
Whether it's French or
Learn
Italian or whatever, same way.
Spain,
Honduras or
California, wherever you get them from.
yeah.
Yep. Same concept. And eventually, if you continue to trust your palate, you figure out what you enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and we
Yeah.
figured out some of the regions we enjoy, some of the type of rappers we enjoy, and now I'm like, that got me excited to do this
Yeah.
same thing.
Do you like your
in
dark
wine.
grapes? Do you like your light grapes? You know what I'm saying? Dark rap, Maduro rapper, Connecticut.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same. It's the same.
Same game,
So,
man.
hey, look, I'm with it. I'm
We
with it.
akin, and this whole time we didn't realize it. Actually, in reality, we're more closely related to the wine community than we are the liquor community. But we'll go with the liquor community because you feel like you're on some man stuff when you're drinking
Yeah.
some bourbon or some whiskey to go with it. But in reality, what we do is more closely akin to wine.
Hey, so for the men who drink wine, I say drink your wine and enjoy your wine. Don't. What's the difference? Like it's just one's deciding to use grapes, the other one's using wheat or whatever. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong
Yeah.
with it? Enjoy it however you like to enjoy it.